Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can get notified every time that there's a new read. If you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on the time that has been offered and is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So today's read is going to be for Gemini. Gemini, this read has something to do with natural disasters, earthquakes, tornadoes, and lawyers. So this could actually have to do with like an insurance claim or something like that. I've worked with FEMA before and I know how taxes are filed and stuff like that. So if a natural disaster does happen and you need to like file for your taxes in regard to something like that happening, make sure that you do let your lawyer know, as well as look on FEMA for the code for the disaster that has happened and make sure that you claim whatever your losses were. Just the FYI, because I survived a natural disaster. It was the Caldor fire. I lived in Twin Bridges, California. Yeah, I was a program director there, and I had some losses. So yeah, in the regard to earthquakes, tornadoes, if you live in any area that those kind of natural disasters happens, this reading is related to that, okay? I am seeing the overall energy for the cycle of the read is karmic. So this is something that you have inherited by the way of your bloodline, challenges wherever they may be, right? You've also inherited the ability to overcome these challenges by the strength of your ancestors that were here before you and want to make it right, okay? So don't worry. I'm also seeing I gotta forgive myself / you. So someone may feel like they need to forgive you, or you may feel like you need to forgive someone else. There's another message that says forgiveness is healing. So another energetic that's pulling through in regard to emotions for the entire read is also calm. So let's get into the read. It says, what do you think of all of my bling? The classic read for Gemini. I don't know, maybe because of all of these natural disasters, it reminds me of Hurricane Katrina, right? The city that was affected by it the most just so happened to be like a poverty-stricken city and area, right? Supposedly. And then after the natural disaster happened, a lot of people, got displaced from their homes. It was very tragic stuff that happened. However, those ghettoed areas got revamped and just everything super nice and new. So, yeah. A classic case of let's try this again type of situation. I mean, it's not funny because no natural disaster or any type of disaster is funny. However, there is some calm after the storm. Okay, and we have to forgive ourselves for acts of God because they have a lot to do with us, though at the same time we don't have any control over the universe and how it handles things that are greater than us. Okay, this is because of the time. This is a pretty lengthy read. I hope that I can consolidate it and make it easily digestible for you, okay? So here we are. The time that has been offered to me for me to be able to share the message with you is a pairing of the 9 of Cups with the 3 of Cups. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 cups altogether. That is way past the normal amount of cups that you like, because usually it goes up to 10, right? So you got a cup for every constellation or zodiac sign, right? Oh, you got the hearts of everybody, Gemini. Something happened and you have the hearts of every sign, and look at that, it's the world. that's paired with it in the Nine of Pentacles. So even after you've gone through something so traumatic and disastrous that was karmic, you're still able to move forward with blessings and favor. So all is restored, okay? I know it was probably hard. Like I said, I've gone through something like that, so I really do wish you the best. I'm seeing you in this energy as influential, distinguished, satisfying to the soul, and not confused about anything that's going on right now or that has gone on. You may want to know some things about the future, which I will get into for you. However, let's continue with the read. I see you in the Eight of Rods energy, pretty much just like you working hard. A lot of effort, a lot of struggle, a lot of strife. Like I said, it was a karmic energy that you were in, and all the other moving parts of the people around you and things that they were probably going through behind closed doors or in your face, in your life. I just see you trying to be resilient through all of it, right? No matter what your losses were. And the way that people are perceiving you is rare. Like, you keep getting kicked while you're down, and you keep thanking God and being nice to people. Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Why don't you get angry and mad like the rest of us? And it's like, if there's stuff that's outside of your control, I can't get mad at God. I gotta understand that I'm a part of something that's bigger than me and my emotions and all the things that I think that I'm supposed to be attached to. And God says, even if it's a material thing, I can replace that. I'm the one that they pull the resources from on the earth to make all of these things, right? So I'm seeing that this may be like a sensitive thing for you to be talking about or to be hearing, because you're like, it's just reminding me of everything that I went through. So the first card for the read is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, someone you can trust, a union. I'm saying this was an organic coming together of you and someone else. You may felt like you were kind of shy, or the other person was shy around you. Maybe y'all both were shy, though regardless, you were both coming across each other in a non-snobbish way. So even though your guards were up, you were still able to be humble and meek and fair with each other and filling each other's cup. That's what I'm seeing. So then I see you in this Magician energy. With the Magician, there is a sense of mastery when it comes to managing and controlling your emotions. I'm seeing you as charismatic, magnetic, even charming, and that's usual for someone like you to be balanced in both of your, good and not so good. So then I see you in this Ace of Pentacles, or being balanced in work-life balance. That's what it is, a work-life balance and relationships. So I see you in this Ace of Pentacles, a new financial opportunity coming in, or a new financial offering. This is being perceived as common or ordinary and not scary. Like I said, it's just, well, for you, it was just something ordinary. Maybe even something as simple as advice or a tissue, or, you know what I mean? A cup of water, whatever. It was a lot to whoever was the receiver. I mean, to them, it could have even been like $1. You know how, like, you see the homeless people out in the street, and you're like, I remember, well, I could talk about my experience. I remember when I had, like, these blankets in my car, because I had plans on, taking them to the shelter or giving them to homeless people, because it was freezing in California one winter. And I'm like, I see all these homeless people out here, like, I gotta give them a blanket. And it's just like something as little as that had made such a big difference in someone's life. And I'm seeing you in this, that was a big difference for you. Like, someone came in and blessed you took care of you, and it was kind of small to them, though it was really big to you. You're like, I do this kind of stuff all the time. I do nice stuff for people all the time. It's not a big deal. And yeah, it really meant a lot, even if it was an opportunity. So in the Six of Cups energy, you're getting the correct kind of guidance and support, or someone, or you're providing that kind of guidance and support for someone else. You're being perceived as, this energy is being perceived as glamorous and healthy, wholesome. Like I said, it is a classic read of the energetic for you. And here you are in this Three of Pentacles, working really hard at your craft of probably just doing good for others. And that's not a bad craft or calling to be pulled into. I also did civil service for FEMA. We partnered with FEMA, did disaster relief, even made the calls to prepare people for wildfires that happen. So I'm familiar with your kind of energy, sir or ma'am. Selflessness and being altruistic really is a calling. And this kind of stuff that you see is hard to process, because these are your people. This is stuff that they're going through. It's like Moses out amongst, his people, and finding out, like, this is what y'all are going through, and I'm living in a palace. Not saying that I want to be struggling with y'all, though. I'm going to do the best that I can to let y'all know that I care, and I can make a difference if I can, especially if God is in this. That means that God sees the experience, is registering to me and my emotions and my soul, being like, well, how do you feel about it? Well, I feel like I want to do something about it. All right, well, let's do something about it. So I'm seeing that in the Three of Pentacles, you are being skillful, working on yourself and how you can actively help others. You might have even contacted your lawyer or your insurance or something like that, because I do see the word lawyers here. So in that skillful energy where you're working hard and being meticulous with your tasks, or you could be a lawyer, I'm seeing you as exciting, smooth, and attractive. And the Seven, like, somebody thinks it's attractive that you do all of the nice things that you do. That's what's up. Hopefully it's God. Seven of Cups is you have a lot of options now. Because of all this time that you've been invested in perfecting your craft and being a master at it, and just learning how to trust and creating a bond with maybe one person or a group of people, a team, if that's even it. You have a lot of options. You're not limited in where it is that you can go next. The sky is the limit. And somebody is seeing you as the full package. That could also be this, because I'm also seeing you as honorable and sexy at the same time. That's just virtuous, attractive, appealing, seductive. Like, you got all of it. You got it going on, mama. So then I see, and that's your judgment, the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I think that, yeah, I am that girl. You know what I mean? Like, you got it going on, and you're genuine in the grace that you give to others, and people feel comfortable and calm to come to you when things are not so great. It's given like Holy Mother energy, right? And that's the judgment. Like, you don't have to worry about, let me just say this. I can call this my confessional or whatever. Though, when I started doing civil service, when I started performing selfless acts, it just seemed like it would be more financially beneficial for me to have a stable career in doing things that I did not really care for, just to be financially secure and to be like financially competitive amongst other people, right? Though that didn't take away from the fact that it just felt like whatever moves that you make, God is preparing for you, and you're going to be okay. And I've experienced like a lot of losses. Of course, I experienced a lot of financial losses. I sacrificed my income for years, getting paid a certain amount of money just so that I could commit myself to learning what it is that I needed to learn when it comes to being a steward and helping others and providing disaster relief and being a resource in case of emergencies, right? And in this energy, it's just being like, you get all of the resources and financial security and stability that you need to feel safe and to show up being that amazing, beautiful, sexy, fine, honorable self that you are. It's reminding me of the story of Hercules, right? Because nobody liked him. They always felt like, oh, you got too much power. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Type of energy. And then when the real monsters is coming in and effing stuff up that were being sent by a whole nother god, you get what I'm saying? He comes in and just saves the day. And then at the same time, he becomes he acquires wealth, right? And when they're in the temple and he has the paintings of himself, and he's not cocky or, snobby at all. He's not being received as snobby at all. He's very humble. He just wants to, at this point, I get it, I'm a hero. I just want to be pleasing to my father. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I want to experience love. I want to know what being in love is like and being in a happy relationship is like. And I think that I found that with this person. What he was talking about. We know who he was talking about. So yeah, in this Ten of Pentacles, yes, it may be oh my God, thank you so much. Though at the same time, it's not too overwhelming that you're getting this financial abundance. It's not too much that you can handle. The judgment isn't too much for you. You know what I mean? And it's a clean judgment, obviously. So here you are in this Five of Swords energy where you can take up the battle. You're being received as well-bred, purified, and cultivated. You just got a good soul. And I'm seeing that. And you're being perceived as, in this energy, as real and not awkward. And you got these people back here that probably either depend on you or have been plotting on you they look scared. So they know who not to fuck with. So here you are in this Three of Rods energy, preparing for what's next. I'm looking forward to ... And even in this energy, right, where you're probably packing, getting your stuff ready to go, making calls, getting the money right in the bank, all of that, you're being perceived as principled, conscious, ethical, talented, gifted, clever, skillful, and not corny or cheesy, right? I'm getting ready. Money is coming. And you are the money. You are the money that's coming, okay? And it's I'm getting ready to ... be the Queen of Pentacles. Abundant, charitable, kind, aware of how to make financially conscious decisions. And in this Queen of Pentacles energy, you are demanding, though you're not difficult, right? You're not bothersome. It's or maybe God is the one that's been demanding for you to be in this kind of energy. And with the bunny there and the fruit, you're fruitful. So you could even be getting okay to have kids if that's what it is. Not intense, not exhausted by your work. You're not scared of being in this Queen of Pentacles energy. That's what I'm seeing. So that was the totality of that cycle. Let's see what's going to happen in the future. I'm seeing you in this Knight of Rods energy, in this Knight of Swords energy. So being confident and ruthless, confident and ruthless in how it is that you move forward. And you may be kind of on the younger side, since they're both knights and not kings. And the reading is not gender specific, so a male could be a female, female could be a male. Take it as it resonates. So in this Knight of Rods and Knight of Swords energy, like I said, just looking forward to being able to actually move forward, because you are moving forward. Like sword in your hand, sword in one hand, rod in the other hand. This is America. I got the money, I got the power. Now I'm about to prove and show to these people why it is that they respect me. Though in that same kind of energy where you're not snobby, right? I'm seeing that one of the swords, listen to this, one of the swords or one of the rods, either or, is the ability to laugh at things that don't make sense, or the ability to find joy in the little things and the big things in one hand, and then an energy that is timeless, immortal, and perpetual in the other hand. I mean, I just think that's self-explanatory how you win in this. And I'm seeing that you may be kind of afraid because you're in love with someone. You might be kind of afraid because you're in love with someone. Because this card, Strength in reverse, fell in between the Two of Cups and the Knight of Rods. So you might be afraid to move forward and perform in your calling because you're in love with someone, or you created a bond with someone, right? However, there was something that happened along the way. Something happened along the way. You could be all ahead. Oh, yeah, something happened along the way. Maybe after you got the Judgment and the money and the Five of Swords, maybe something happened. And that's when you know what I mean? Like, you kept moving forward, though at the same time, something made you kind of like scared of moving forward, or is going to make you a little bit questionable moving forward about your own strength. However, if you forgive yourself, you got to remember that part. If you forgive yourself, maybe something that happened in the past, some of that karmic energy still got residue on you or something like that, right? That happened in the past, is you gotta be able to forgive yourself and forgive the other person, because that's the way that your strength is restored, because forgiveness is healing. So that's how you stand stronger. And maybe that is the immortal, timeless energy that you hold in your other hand, right? That is either your rod or your sword. And you have, yes, baby, you got to figure out which one you need to use when it comes to any battle that you're going into, because they're not all battles. Some of them are journeys. For the journeys, you have the rod. For the battles, you have the sword. And a part of being a balanced Gemini is recognizing that you should forgive yourself for if you pull in the wrong one in certain spaces, and in the regard to a relationship, right, with someone that you trust, someone that you love. You definitely got to forgive yourself if you cut someone that you were meant to give a rod to, or you know what I mean, or like that you were supposed to do good work with, or whatever the situation was. Only you know, what really happened. I mean, this is what's going to happen. So I'm seeing that you made the right choice, because you have an Ace of Cups. That's an open heart. Someone is opening up their heart to you, maybe sharing with you. Ooh, you flirting with somebody? I'm seeing that you flirting with somebody. You're being received as excellent, refined, or you're perceiving this person or receiving this person as excellent, refined, and flawless even. And you're receiving them as uncorrupted. So it just seems like slowly, though surely, as you connect more, this could be like a rekindling even, because maybe after you went through all of that kind of stuff, whatever the natural disaster was, maybe after you went, or while you were going through that, you didn't communicate with this person, you didn't talk to that person because you were going through something. And now Spirit is saying, now it's time to rest. You know, put in all the hard work. Now you just take a rest. You need it. We need it. Right? Watch something that you think is funny. Do something that's fun to you. Because if you don't rest, you'll be moody, irritable, short-tempered, and nobody likes that. You don't even like that, right? You don't like being temperamental or being received as temperamental is what I'm seeing. So allow yourself the time to just rest and go inward with your thoughts and reflect on the way that you want to do things. You've already forgiven yourself, so just calmly move forward from the karmic cycles that you're no longer attached to and been released from, to get you something new, child. I'm seeing you with something new, with this Ace of Rods. Something new, something good. Whatever it is, it's an investment. Something that you've been wanting for a while. Like I said, you got the money for it now, so it's gonna make you feel alive. You might even be getting some pee. Girl, is that what's going on? I mean, sir, is that what's going on? Sheesh. Clever, humorous, cunning, very witty. It could be a female that you're interested in. I don't know, Gemini. Somebody that you've been wanting to get with for a minute. Like I said, someone that you trust, or it could be somebody that you're friends with, you've been friends with, and they make you feel alive. What's the challenge? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. I told you this was a lengthy read. So that's because of the time. You know, it takes time for them to cook. Right? So I'm seeing you in this Two of Swords energy. You got some. Or maybe some got you. I see you in this Two of Swords energy, just taking a leap of faith, right? Maybe even diving deep into your work. And not feeling overpowered by how it is that you utilize your strength to get you through certain situations, right? I'm hearing compelling argument. Okay. As far as the challenging position, I'm seeing the High Priestess in reverse. So you may be feeling like your intuition is blocked. Or you may be feeling like your intuition is blocked. Though Spirit is saying that that's because it was fated to be that way. It's a part of your inheritance that your intuition was blocked. Because maybe you're trying to see into something that will cause a conflict. That's what I'm seeing. Love. So, in some kind of way, this could be the high priestess that you are attracted to, right? So you could, or this could be you. You may feel like this high priestess is your wheel of fortune, taking a leap of faith. They have been coming at this high priestess wanting, you could have been wanting something with her, or she could have been wanting, or he, she, whoever it is, could have been wanting something with you, right? Though you could have been using your Ace of Rods to try to get this person, or they could have been using their Ace of Rods to try to get you to go down a certain path with them. However, that action of mutual exchange permits access to that person's energy, right? However, it's in the Wheel of Fortune that if you were with that person, that it would be karmic, because there's something that maybe you did wrong to that person, or that person did wrong to you, and they probably still haven't forgiven you, or you haven't forgiven them. And when it moving forward, Spirit is saying that you don't have access to this high priestess energy, because if you did, it would cause some type of conflict and probably a natural disaster. And I'm seeing that as a conventional and revolutionary response from the earth. So nature is responding to that karmic cycle, or that, with a natural disaster. So you might be, you might have interacted with like a god or something. Hercules? Are you Hercules? Because that's what I'm seeing. Like, yeah, you might have been dating an angel or a god. It's not too far-fetched. Because like it says, that's a revolutionary and conventional response from unrefined energy, natural energy. Could even be a damn alien, something like that. Anyway, and that's your Wheel of Fortune, right? Why is that your Wheel of Fortune? Because that's the battle that, Gemini, you can't win. You gotta, and if you gonna fight it, you need to know that you can't fight it, because you gotta forgive yourself. I heard exactly. You gotta forgive yourself. Who knows? That person is probably already forgiving you, because the Eight of Swords is upright, which means that you're no longer bound to whatever karmic cycle y'all were in. So you got the money, you got the money, you got the fame, you want love. You gotta let the old person that you loved, or that was in love with you, go, because that person got a different kind of energy, and they're meant to serve a different kind of purpose on this earth. And that's what I'm seeing. So you're not bound to this person anymore. That's a good thing. That's good news, right? And you're not in karmic cycles anymore. Your ancestors have stepped up for you. And if you were using your tool as a masculine to tap into this divine's being and energy, Spirit says, make sure that you're wise about that. You don't get bound up again. And I'm seeing you as inspirational, exhilarating, dreamy, cool. You're no longer bound, you're free. And moving forward, See, this is why Spirit and the earth has been intervening on your behalf, Gemini, and want you to forgive, or want this other person to forgive you for everything that has happened. Because if you kept holding on to that cycle, then you would be in a Ten of Swords energy, like defeated, depressed, beaten down, broken, haunted. Y'all might, the karmic cycle that in energy that may be attaching itself to y'all relationship or partnership or friendship or whatever, it could even be a parent, right? Could be obsession. Like y'all could like and want to be around each other so much that anytime I'm hearing she loves him, like that, it could be like that, you know. However, you're not depressed, you're not sad, you're being received as clean and cute. And as far as the knives that were stabbed in your back, the disappointment, all of the attacks that were coming against you are now powerless. So I see that you're moving forward in the Queen of Swords, Five of Rods, and Six of Swords energy. You're moving on to calmer waters. There are some battles of probably letting go, being able to move on, that you will still have to go through internally, though not by yourself, because you're in this Queen of Swords energy. So you've accumulated being in this Queen of Swords energy, confident, the right kind of information, knowing what it is that you need to know, like whatever is going to happen next, because you're not stuck in this energy of being depressed or sad and evil haunting and having power over you, or depression having power over you, and you're not stuck in being bonded or obsessed with someone. You're not being entrapped by karmic spirits that have attached themselves to your entire bloodline. So there are probably other people in your family that are also going through this same kind of thing, and if you're able to overcome it, then you get what I'm saying? You're breaking the karmic spell that has been set on your family and your bloodline. And that's why you're the leader in this, as the Queen of Swords. And you, with the ability to overcome all of those challenges and to recognize, hey, this is the Wheel of Fortune that's going on. We are not alone on this planet. Sometimes we meet people that are like this. Sometimes we meet people that are like that. Sometimes they're in our family. Sometimes they're not in our family. They could be complete strangers. However, this is all a part of God's plan for us to focus on maturing spiritually. And it's the path that we've been set on by our oversoul that's in control of all of this, right? And so you have the ability to tap into your strength to be able to move forward, which is immortal and timeless, and it's to calmer waters. Okay, being perceived and received as saintly and also rich. So like I said, you got the money, the power, and they showing you the respect where it's due. So then you get respect not only from people, you also get an offering from the divine, because you accomplished what you were sent here to do, which was break the curse. Congratulations, Gemini. Whatever it is that you're about to get into is not going to have you so busy and overwhelmed with whatever it is that had you so busy and overwhelmed. It's a real offer from the divine, and you're going to know that it's God. Then I see you in this Eight of Cups energy where you're just grateful that all of your cups are full and admiring the master at work. The reason why I say that is, this is the last card for the read as well, is that the words that are paired with it are peaceful and perfect. With this staff, you shall do my wonders. And it's just looking like all of my cups are full. I'm grateful. I'm calm. I have forgiven myself. I have forgiven others. I'm ready to move on, move forward with my life. I had a great time here, God. Thank you. Type of energy. I mean, that's like a full life reading that I just gave, right? So Gemini, sending love and light and healing energy. I don't know if your energy will ever come back in my hands again after that. If so, I'll see you next time. Bye.